Because we got to break out of this idea, which is just like so, 18, 17, or 18th century, 19th century Europe, that, life is just a machine. It's just a bunch of gears and cogs. And have this, broader sort of fluid understanding, which I think is really emerging out of what the whole study of complex systems. So, David Krakauer, who is one of my favorite complex systems guys, he's the head of Santa Fe Institute. And he wrote a really interesting paper called An Information Theoretic View of Individuality. And it was a way of looking at, what's an individual and what's not. And it's a fascinating idea because, a cell in your liver, on one level, it's an individual, right? It's actually operating, and it's got its own operation, internal sensors, systems, etc. But it's part of the liver, and the liver is not an individual. It's your liver. But then again, so you're an individual, but you're also part of a society, right? In which case you're not an individual anymore. You're part of something larger. So there's this kind of fluidity of individuality. And that, at some sense, the proper unit for thinking about life, and this takes us to the question of astrobiology, the unit is really the biosphere. It's the biosphere that is sort of what we should think about as the base level of life. And then everything else ends up being sub-communities within that.